but Barry has been very, all right, wait, what am I? Hello and welcome to this week's Mailbag presented by SKYBOOK. I am Doug Kyde. If you have a question for me, you can tweet it to me at Doug Kyde using the hashtag MailDog, and I will try to answer it. First question here comes from Brian Clark at Pool Jedi, who asks, do you think the Pats are now all buying into the nobody believes in us, hashtag bet against us game? Even if they do, can they execute for 60 full minutes, 2 games in a row? I don't know how much they're buying in this whole nobody believes in us underdog thing, but I mean, it can't hurt. The Patriots haven't been underdogs very often recently, especially in the playoffs, so any added extra motivation can only help here heading into the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. I think that some guys are probably a lot like fans being like, well, people believe in the Patriots, people don't actually think we suck. But Tom Brady coming out and saying everybody thinks we suck, that we can't win a game, I think it can help to some degree, especially for younger players who might need some added motivation as the season gets longer, as they might be getting more and more tired, hitting that rookie wall. So I don't know how much of an impact it'll make, but if it can make anything, then it's probably a smart thing to try to rally the troops around. Second question here comes from Jefferson Steelflex. If that's your real name, Jefferson, that's a cool name. Maybe it's the 3 for 97 still on my mind, but I see this game as a potential vintage game for Gronk, an experienced secondary. I don't know if they have the personnel to match up with him. Tell me I'm wrong. Jefferson, I think you might be right on this one. Rob Gronkowski did go off for 3 catches, 97 yards against the Chiefs. He had a big fourth quarter in that game. And I think it all sort of depends on Eric Berry and the Chiefs secondary. He's been practicing this week, so it looks like he might play in this game. But if he doesn't look like himself, then I could see Rob Gronkowski going off for a big game. If he does look like himself, then Eric Berry has been good covering Rob Gronkowski in the past, so I could see Gronk getting blanked if Berry is playing like himself. But Berry has been pretty undependable this season. He tore his Achilles last year, didn't play for a long stretch of the season, then even when he came back, he got injured again. So there's no guarantee that Eric Berry will be Eric Berry in this game against the Patriots. Final question here comes from JC the God at Fire McDaniels. It's a hot take Twitter name there. Gilmore or JC on Tyreek Hill. That's Stephon Gilmore or JC Jackson on Tyreek Hill. I'm rooting to see a JC Jackson Tyreek Hill matchup in this game. JC Jackson has been fantastic as an undrafted rookie, and I keep waiting for him to kind of come back to form, come back to playing like an undrafted rookie. It just has not happened this year. He's been really good against all comers at wide receiver, had a great game against Juju Smith-Schuster in his toughest matchup against Pittsburgh Steelers this season. So I think that he actually might be a pretty good matchup for Tyreek Hill. The Patriots definitely will need to put help over the top no matter who is covering Hill. So I kind of figure that they might as well put their number 2 cornerback, who is JC Jackson, on Tyreek Hill with help from Devin McCourty and Deron Harmon over the top. That would mean Stephon Gilmore would be covering Sammy Watkins, but JC Jackson hasn't allowed a touchdown yet this season. Longest passes allowed has been 24 yards. He's got 3 interceptions, 4 total interceptions in coverage, so I think that he might be, on paper, the best matchup for a guy like Tyreek Hill, who is a big play threat, who scores from anywhere on the field.